Hi guys, think all are doing well, and here we are with our another nice video. And today we are going to discuss about a great person who is an American illustrator, animator, comics artist, and a film director, and that's none other than the great Gene Deitch or Gene Deitch. And today we are going to discuss about his full life, his legacy in the field of animation, and that's all. And as we start, it's better we start from his early life. Deitch was born in Chicago on August 8, 1924, the son of salesman Joseph Deitch and Ruth Delson Deitch. In 1929, the family moved to California and Deitch attended school in Hollywood. He graduated from Los Angeles High School in 1952 and his nationality was American. And then we could move on to his early career because there is not much in his early childhood life, as we could say, but he showed an interest in his animation field as he joined the attended school in Hollywood. When you talk about his early career, after graduating, Deitch began working for North American Aviation, drawing aircraft blueprints. In 1943, he was drafted and underwent pilot training before catching pneumonia and was honorably discharged in May of the following year. From 1940 to 1951, Deitch contributed covers and interior art to the jazz magazine, The Record Changer. In the 1950s, Deitch was an early supporter and audio engineer for Connie Converse. Connie Converse, it is Elizabeth Edson Concert, known as professionally as Connie Concert, was an American singer, songwriter, and musician active in New York City in 1950s. Her work, which is most famous among is we could see somewhat earlier recording of music genre, and Converse appeared once on CBS television due in part of Deitch's connections with the network, but otherwise found little success and eventually abandoned music early to be rediscovered decades later through recordings Deitch had made of her music in 1954. And this is also his early career, and it's not so big as we could more illustrate. But one thing we could say, he was trying, and he always had a cool mind, and that's early. And now it is time for us to go to his animation career, very interesting part. In 1955, Deitch took an apprenticeship at the animation studio United Productions of America (UPA) and later became the creative director of Teletoons, creating such characters as Disney the Elephant, Gaston Le Crayon, Tom Telfik, and Clyde Clover. Beginning in 1955, by working at UPA, Deitch wrote and drew the United Feature syndicate comic strip, The Real Great Adventures of Terrible Thompson, hero of history starring a courageous child in fantastical adventures. A skit about Terrible Thompson had been recorded by Little Golden Records with actor Art Carney and band leader Mitch Miller participating, that led to the daily strip, which ran from Sunday, October 16, 1955 to April 14, 1956. In early 1952, his theatrical cartoon, Sydney Family Tree, was nominated for an Academy Award In August 1958, he was fired from Terrytoons and set up his own studio in New York called Gene Deitch Associates Inc., which primarily produced television commercials. And what we see here is that, as most of the persons who reached success, he was first disconvinced by his seniors and all, and the people around him. But he didn't lose his hope, and he moved into his own business. When Klein, Rembrandt Films, promised to fund Munro, an animated theatrical short Deitch wanted to create, Deitch relocated to the company base in Paraguay, Czechoslovakia in October 1959. He originally planned to spend only 10 years in Paraguay, but after meeting his future wife, Sedenka, decided to settle permanently in the city. Munro premiered in Czechoslovakia in September 1960 and in the US on October 5, 1961 as a short preceding Breakfast at Tiffany's. It earned an Academy Award for Best Animated Short Film in 1961, and this we could say it was the first big reward got by G. The first short created outside of the United States to be so honored. Munro was preserved by Academic Film Archive in 2004. From 1960 to 1963, he collaborated with Rembrandt to direct OIP cartoons for television with King Features, and from 1961 to 1962, he directed 13 documentary shorts for MGM. Being a UPA man, Deitch had misgivings about the later property, thinking they were needlessly violent. However, after being assigned to work on the series, he quickly realized that nobody took the violence seriously, and it was merely a parody of exaggerated human emotions. He also came to see what he provides as the biblical roots in Tom and Jerry conflict, similar to David and Goliath, stating that where we feel a connection to see these cartoons, the little guy can win or at least survive to fight another day. Contemporary critics often regarded Deitch's shorts as the worst in Tom and Jerry series. Deitch said some fans wrote positive letters to him, stating that his Tom and Jerry shorts were their personal favorite. And what we understand from this is that even though the whole world was against him, there were some people who was a great fan of him and they never wanted to miss his series. With producer William L. Sydnor, Deitch co-produced and directed a series of TV shorts of Crazy Cat for King Features from 1962 to 1964. The Bluffers, which was based on one of Deitch's ideas, was also co-produced by him. He directed the 1966 film Alice of Wonderland in Paris. In 1966, he worked with Czech animator Yuri Terenek on a feature-length animated film adaptation of The Hobbit. However, producer William L. Sydnor couldn't secure the funds, and in order to not let the rights for the novel expire, he asked Deitch to produce a short film adaptation in 30 days, which is a great challenge, but I think it's not a great challenge for him. Deitch, an illustrator adapter, made 30-minute animated film, never intended for distribution. The film was long considered lost until it was rediscovered by Sydnor's son and released on YouTube in 2012. Also in 1966, Deitch created a younger adventure in Chernobyl, Texas. From 1969 until his retirement in 2008, Deitch was the leading animation director for the Conqueton organization Western Woods Studios, adapting children's picture books. Deitch adapted 37 films for Western Woods, from Drummer Hall in 1969 to Voyage to Bunny Planet in 2008. His studio was located in Paraguay near the Brandon Studios, where many major films were shot. In 2003, Deitch was awarded the Annie Awards Windsor MCK Award by Asifa Hollywood for a lifetime contribution to the art of animation. And what we understand from this is that when we look at his early career, he was discouraged, not his discouraged, the people around him, and they didn't took him seriously. But as time passed and he hard worked a lot and see where he stands as a later time passed. And it's all a great hard work done by him. We can't measure his hard work because that's the amount he applied. And this can be achieved by all of us if we hard work and had a strong mind to do this all. What we should do is just try till we succeed. As it says in all autobiographies, keep your path open, not for any strangers to comment on you. Keep it for all the people in the world. Let the strangers strike, let the appreciators appreciate. Take up the good ones in your heart and also bad ones, but in a way in which you learn from all the things, and that will make all the success in you. And now it's time for us to speak about his death, personal life and death. Deitch met his first wife Mary when they both worked at North American Aviation and then married in 1943. Their three sons, Kim, Simpson, and Seth Deitch, are artists and writers for underground comics and alternative comics. And what we understand from this is that Deitch was also implementing and passing his talents to his kids, and so Kim, one of the main of his son, wrote underground comics and alternative comics. And several days after arriving in Paraguay in October 1959, Deitch met Seth Nack, the production manager at the studio Patri Viturku, where he worked. They married in 1964. Deitch's memorial for the love of Paraguay is based on his experience of being what he called the only free American and living, working in Paraguay during 30 years of Communist Party dictatorship. According to Deitch, although he was allowed by the STB and his phone was taped, he was never aware of their presence and was never interrogated nor arrested. And what he could say that he's expressing his freedom to us. Whatever his phone said tapped or never aware, he is never aware, he was nor arrested nor interrogated. And that's really great. And when we move on to the sad moment, Deitch died in Paraguay on April 16, 2020 at the age of 95. Shortly before his death, Deitch had noted intestinal problems. And what we understand from this is that as people grows older, dies as a universal truth. And as he was 95 and he had some intestinal problem as mentioned here. And when you talk about intestinal problems, it's very tough to cure the intestinal problems and that all, because they are very delicate parts and it's very tough to operate and that all. And after his death, we could see there were splash in the social medias, in the networks, they all halfly they all crashed just because many kids, and I could say people, children were crying. Many videos flooded in the social media said children are crying. Parents, what we could say, parents are associating them and all. And many parents thanked Deitch in his memorial as well as before he was dead. That thank you for making our kids great. There is nothing more to say about that statement because all is clear in it. What we could say is that uh, Gene Deitch had a special place in the kids of 90s. We could say it's not the kids of 90s, it's past. We could say that when a kid is born and after the first cartoon he sees maybe the Tom and Jerry, I could surely say there is no kid who have ever seen Tom and Jerry series. That's great. And his special series like Monroe and Nundik and Tom Terrific are really great. And it's very sad that his part is blank, but he always lives in our hearts as a memory. And that memory is really powerful. There's nothing I could say more about him. And if you want further reading, you can go to Kevin Scott Collett, The Amazing Transformers of Day After Day, creates basically a publishing platform. Their ISBN is 1974 583899, and that's it. And I forgot to say one thing. Today's video is dedicated to one of my subscriber as well as a friend named Gene, and this video is brought to you by his request. Thank you. And if you people want any of your suggestions to be there in the upcoming videos, you can just ask me, or you can just inbox me through Instagram, available in the above section, or you can just comment it in the comment box. Thank you once again.